Yes, now the JOSA website is finally operational, and it will go active from 16th of October. Now 15th of October, JEE advanced results are expected, and hopefully they stick to this deadline, and I hope, like previous years, they don't get delayed. So on 16th of October, the choice filling will start, registrations will start, and all that. So that is the latest development. JOSA this time will take care of 23 IITs, 32 NITs, that is 31 NITs plus IIST Shibpur, triple ITs, 26 triple ITs, and 33 other GFTIs, meaning government funded technical institutions. The seat matrix, however, is not uploaded on the JOSA website. So we'll have to wait, and hopefully by 16th, the seat matrix means number of courses and the seats available in each of these courses. That's not been updated yet, and hopefully by 16th, it'll get updated. Next point is that the physical verification, this time, physical verification of certificates is not there. So you have to upload the certificates, and if there are any queries, they will get back to you, and you got to reply back to the queries before the deadline. However, only in the case of people with physical disabilities, candidates with physical disabilities have to go for physical verification before the allotted seat, the round in which the seat is allotted, and before they accept that seat, they have to go for physical verification. Suppose it is allotted in the first round itself, then by that date, you have to go for physical verification. So the physical verification will start from October 16th itself for the people with disabilities. Okay. Then one good news, therefore, is people don't have to go for physical verification, unlike in previous years where you had to go to the nearest IIT or the nearest NIT to get your certificates physically verified. Now let us look at the timeline, and through the timeline we will discuss the other important points. The timeline is something like this. The timeline starts with September 15th. September 15th being the date for JEE main results that we've already done. October 15th, JEE Advanced 2021 result. October 16th, 2021, 10 a.m. the registration starts, and people will actually start filling up their seats, filling up their options. So you can fill up your options. So you can fill up options for all of these things in whatever order you want. IITs, NITs, triple ITs. You can give first preference to IIT Bombay, second preference to IIT Delhi, third preference to NIT Trichy. I'm just saying theoretically. So you can do all of these things. So you can mix and match your preferences. You don't have to start only with IIT, then NIT, etc. So whatever order that you have in mind, as per that order, you can give the preferences. So this choice filling will be done, and two important milestones. October 22nd is the first mock seat allocation round, because normally students make a lot of mistakes, and the mock seat allotment first round is kind of a warning signal to you that if something is drastically wrong, you can correct it. So you will know on the basis of the choice filling that has been done till date, that is till October 22nd, what is the seat that will be allotted to you, that you will get. And after that, you can do corrections. And again, the second mock seat allocation will happen on 24th. So again, if there are any corrections to be made based on whatever choices that you filled, like you were expecting some seat based on last year's cutoffs and you've not got that seat, and therefore you need to alter your calculations now, you can do all those corrections and finish off by October 25th. So the most important thing is October 25th by 5 o'clock, candidate registration and choice filling for academic programs under JOSA 2021 ends. Auto system locking of choices. That means if you do not commit by 25th, whatever you have filled up will be locked. All right. So you don't have to finally submit that on that particular date. Whatever is there in the system, whatever choices that you filled in the system, on October 25th, okay, will be by 5 p.m. will be locked. All right. After that, you don't have any chance to alter your choices. So whatever choices that you've given till 25th, further rounds will take place on the choices that you've given. Further rounds, you will not be in a position to change your options. Okay, so whatever options that you're filling up, you have to carefully think about the options and then fill up those options. You've got time from now to think about all those options, and you can fill these things from October 16th up to 25th. So you've got 2 mock rounds to make any corrections. And after the final mock round, that is on 24th, the second mock round, whatever you do is frozen. Okay, you can't again correct these things after 25th. All right, then 27th, 10 a.m., your seat allocation, round 1, you will know. If you are allocated a seat, you will know once you log into the JOSA website. Whatever seat is allocated, you will know what seat is allocated, what seat you're going to get based on your preference order. And then October 27th, 2021 to October 30, 2021, okay, online reporting has to be done. Fees has to be paid. What is the fees that has to be paid? I will tell you. Document upload has to be finished off. What are the documents to be uploaded? I will tell you just now. And then if there are any queries, response by candidate to query. So if they find that some certificate is missing or something is faulty, etc., they will come back to you and you got to fill it up and respond satisfactorily to that query. So the last date to respond to any query is October 31. So the earlier you do it, the better it is. So don't wait till the last moment to fill up this, to respond to the queries. And then November 1st, seat allocation round 2. So again, the same sequence will follow from then on. So let me just quickly go through what are the documents that are required for you to fill up and upload. First is your 10th class or Aadhaar for your date of birth. Then 12th class, basically your qualifying exam. This time qualifying exam, there is no percentage specified. If you pass the qualifying exam, it is sufficient. So your 12th class certificate is required. Your 12th class certificate is also required for the sake of home state category, because in the NITs, you know that there is 50% seats allocated for home state. And how do they decide your home state? Based on where you have completed your 12th class. So if you have completed your 12th class, say in Telangana, say in Hyderabad, so you will have 50% quota in home state for admission in NIT Warangal. So 12th class is required for that. Then your category certificate, SC, ST, OBC, PWD, EWS, etc., as per Government of India format, and this format is available on the JOSA website. Now, in the case of OBC and EWS, it is very important, please note this. In the case of OBC and EWS, the certificate should be taken on or after April 1, 2021. So if you have a certificate before that date, you should arrange for a certificate immediately. You've got a few days time. So immediately you have to do it. The certificate should be dated April 1, 2021 or after. So please note this. If you have a certificate before this, then you have to get a new one issued. This is in the case of OBC and EWS. Okay. Then your PWD certificate. Then you have to also submit a cross bank check. So in case of, say, for refunds, etc., you have to give a cross bank check. So from where you are going to remit and to where the fees has to be refunded in case of refunds. So a cross bank check needn't be a bank account in the candidate's name. It could be the father or brother or sister or whoever it is. So a cross bank check. And then a medical certificate. So medical certificate is important. The medical certificate format is also given in the JOSA website. So as per that format, you got to take a medical certificate. So what are the things that are required? Most important things are 10th class and 12th class, I'm sure you already have. So category certificate, and in the case of OBC and EWS, the category certificate after April 1, 2021, and all certificates should be in the Government of India format. If you don't know what Government of India format is, it is there in the website, JOSA website, a cost bank check and then a medical certificate. So these are the things that are required for uploading after you accept your seat. Then the seat acceptance fees. The seat acceptance fees is 35,000, but for SC, ST and PWD candidates, it is only 15,000. For everybody else, it is 35,000. Out of this 35,000, 2,000 is towards JOSA processing, and the remaining will be adjusted towards your fees in your respective institution. So it is not as if that 35,000 you are giving for JOSA processing. Only 2,000 is used for JOSA processing, and the remaining will be transferred to your college account wherever you join, whichever college. It will be adjusted against your regular course fees. So these are the things that are required for your upload of documents and the fees for accepting a seat. Okay. Now, the other thing that you need to understand is there are three options with regard to what you are going to do for further rounds. After you accept your seat, you have to give three options. One, freeze. That means you are happy. Say you're getting IIT Bombay Computer Science, you are happy, so you can freeze it. Or whatever, you're getting, say if you are interested only in the NIT system and you're getting NIT Trichy Computer Science and you want to freeze it and you don't want to participate in further rounds, so you can just freeze it. So that is option number one. Second is option number two, which is called a float option. Now float option means now you are, say, at your 25th position, you have given IIT Ropar Mechanical and you've got that. Now above that there are 24 options and you want to keep alive these 24 options above it. That means you want to go up, whatever it is. It could be an IIT, it could be an NIT, it could be some other branch, it could be some other institution. So you want to keep your chances alive for all the other options that you have given above this particular choice that you have given. Then you go for a float option. The third one is a slide option. That means, say for example, you got, say, IIT Kharagpur, say metallurgy. All right. Now you have decided to continue in IIT Kharagpur itself. You don't want any other IITs or NITs or any other institution. Within IIT Kharagpur itself, you want to try your luck. There are choices that you have given above metallurgy. Maybe you've given mechanical, you've given chemical, you've given civil, you've given electrical, you've given whatever. So you want to operate only in IIT Kharagpur. Further up, you want to go up only within IIT Kharagpur. So then you can give the slide option. So float option, irrespective of institutes, all the options you can go up. In the case of slide option, in your chosen institute only, you can go up. So that is how it is. So there are three options: freeze, float and slide after you accepted your seat. Okay. Then a word about supernumerary seats for females. As you all know that this year, 20% seats are for girls. And these 20% seats are created through supernumerary seats. Now, there are two pools in every reservation category: open, OBC, SC, ST, EWS. There are going to be two categories. One category is for gender neutral. The other category is for females. Overall, to ensure that there is at least 20% female population in every branch. So how is this going to happen? First, girls will fill the female pool. Okay, so if a girl is admitted, first the female pool will be over, and once the female pool will be is completed, then the girls will move to the gender neutral category. So the girls will fill seats in the female pool as well as the gender neutral category, whereas boys will fill seats only in gender neutral category. The idea is that overall 20% females should be there, and for boys there should not be any reduction in seats. So there will not be any reduction in seats. The extra seats that are required for females will be created through the supernumerary seats. Now this applies to all the IITs, all the NITs and selected triple ITs. So in selected triple ITs, IITs and NITs, you are going to have this supernumerary seats for females, and thereby ensuring 20% representation for females. It's a fantastic opportunity for females this year. Okay. Then the other point that you need to notice that you accepted a seat, but somehow now after the second round onwards, you decide that you don't like that seat. So you can withdraw the option from second round onwards, you can withdraw. In the case of the IIT system, that is in the case of the IITs, you can withdraw up to the fifth round. So starting from the second round, you can withdraw up to the fifth round. After the fifth round, you cannot withdraw. It is as if that you have accepted the seat. Now, why is this important? This is important because if you want to repeat and try your chances next year, if you have already been allocated a seat and you have not withdrawn by the fifth round, you cannot get admission in IITs in the next year. So if you want to compete in the next year by writing JEE Advanced again, then you should not accept the seat. If you have accepted a seat, then you should withdraw before the fifth round. So that is what you have to keep in mind. That is why the withdrawal option is there. By fifth round, you should withdraw. In the case of NITs, you can withdraw up to the sixth round. Up to sixth round, you can withdraw. Okay, now let's go back to the timeline. So what is going to happen is that we have looked at this. So the first round is over by October 31. Second round will start November 1st, and the second round will get over by November 5th, and November 2nd to November 5th is when you got to accept and all the processing that needs to be done for second round. The third round starts, seat allocation will be done on November 6th, November 7th to November 8th, online reporting, etc., etc. November 9th, you have to, last day to respond to queries, and November 7th to November 9th is where you have to, that withdrawal of seat, etc., etc., whatever you want to do, you can do, and withdrawal query responses also by November 7th. November 10th is when your seat will be allocated. November 10th is when your round 4 seat allocation will be done. Similarly, again, November 11th to November 12th, all those things will follow. And November 14th, seat allocation for round 5, and seat allocation for round 6 is on November 18th. November 18th, seat allocation for round 6 will take place. So this is what you got to keep in mind. So this time there are going to be only 6 rounds for IITs and NITs. And of course, NITs as usual, after the 6th round, you will have the CSAB round, and we will discuss that in a separate video as far as the CSAB round is considered. Okay, so basically what you need to keep in mind, what are the things that you should do from now till 16th of October. What are the things that you need to do? First thing is decide on the options. Decide on the choices that you're going to fill, the order of choices, etc., etc. So there is time till 16th, finish that. Second thing that you need to take care of is all the certificates that I discussed. Keep all of them in place. Most importantly, your category certificate, if it is not ready, it's going to take time. So get that done. Similarly, medical certificate. So get that done. So these are the 2 things which you require from outside. I'm sure you already have your 10th class, your Aadhaar, and your 12th class certificates. So if you don't have your 12th class certificate, then just go to your school and get the 12th class certificate. So that is also important. 12th class pass certificate and mark certificate. So these are the things which are important. So that is what you need to keep in mind as of now. But the most important, as I told you, the choice filling, the order, all of those things have to be frozen now. There is time till October 16th, because after October 16th, you know, it will be sheer madness. And of course, you're going to have the mock rounds on 22nd and 24th, where you can change a little bit, where you can tinker a little bit. But most of the thinking as far as your choices is concerned has to be done now. If you have any questions, you can put it in the comment section and our team will respond as early as possible. but feel free to ask whatever questions in terms of the choice filling, in terms of the JOSA procedure, etc., etc. Most important points I think I have covered here today. All the best, and I hope you get into the institute that you desire to get into. All the best.